So currently waiting in the accident emergency department to get checked over. It's a long story and I'll explain later, but yeah, not great.
Deborah? Hiya. Just have you need definitely no allergies, Deborah? No.
No medication allergies, no, just shellfish. But...
Oh, I'll not be giving you anything then, no.
So the prawns, no.
Oh, you don't, I'll have yours then. I could live in prawns. What does it do to you?
Makes my skin glow scaly and turns me into a fish.
Oh, for goodness sake. So what's been going on with you, Deborah? I'll just check your blood pressure again if that's okay.
It's Guess where I am? Hi, I'm back home again. It is now Saturday. The footage of the hospital you seen was on Friday. It's a bit of a long story, but I'll try and keep it brief. Basically, if you've been around for a while, you'll know that I've got a folate deficiency, anemia, and I've had issues with girl problems like my cervix and periods and abnormal cells and a lot of pain and all these things. Anyways, last Saturday I believe it was, I hadn't been feeling too great, and then basically I just felt worse and worse. And then on Tuesday I decided to go up to the doctors, just to obviously get checked over. And they took some blood tests and swabs and things like that, and have arranged for me to be sent to the day surgery unit to be internally investigated to find out why I always have this pain on my right hand side and my abdomen, and why basically I keep getting extremely bad heavy periods to the point that it makes me anemic. So that was fine, and then on Thursday I believe it was, I get a phone call from the doctors and they told me that I have to get a consultation on Monday, the day after tomorrow, and they want to discuss the blood results with me. I'm not too worried, because I think if it was anything really serious they would ask me to come into the surgery, but they're going to do a phone consultation, so I don't think it's that bad. It's probably going to be something to do with my iron levels again, so I'll get put on medication to keep that under control. So that was on Thursday, and keep in mind I've got an appointment next Wednesday as well for colposcopy, because that's to investigate the abnormal cells that came up again on my cervix for the second time after I'd already had treatment to remove severe abnormal cells about 1.5 years ago. Anyways, so Friday came and I just wasn't feeling great. I was in a tremendous amount of pain. Too much information coming up, so if you don't want to hear it, just plug your ears for like 10 seconds. But the pain brought on basically like a period, and I was flooding, literally pouring, and I really thought I was having a hemorrhage. It's never been that bad before. Right, you can unplug your ears. So anyways, so I thought, you know what, this isn't right. I was starting to feel really dizzy, I was starting to feel really sick. And so I went to the accident emergency department. Oh God, I waited about 4 hours to be seen in the first place, but they took me in. The first thing they noticed was that my resting heartbeat was 100 beats per minute or over. That could have been just the anxiety of it though, because I do get extreme anxiety anyway. Obviously just being worried that I was dying. I think everybody's got the right to be anxious if you're just like, kind of bleeding out. So that was the first thing. Then the second thing, my blood pressure came back on like a lower kind of side of average. They said I looked really pale. I mean, I still look like crap, but I looked pretty rubbish. They done different wee tests and things like that. And after a few hours they decided that my body is coping with whatever it is that's going on. It is more than likely symptoms that are basically anemia, like severe anemia. Iron levels have crashed basically. Also something to do with my red blood cells. They're like, I don't know if they're abnormal or larger than normal or something, so it doesn't take the oxygen around my body as like good as it should do to my organs and things like that. So that makes me extremely tired. So basically it's just all tied in the same. It's the anemia, the hair loss, the eye thing, the stomach pain, the periods. It's literally all to do with the same, you know, category of like illness, I suppose. So I've got a colposcopy appointment, blood test results, and at some point a specialist appointment at the day surgery unit. I'm assuming that they're going to want to stick a camera up my bottom. Not looking forward to that. Although the alternative is to stick a camera down my throat, and that's also something that makes me want to know. So I don't really know what, I don't know. Hopefully they'll just put me under and I won't even know what's going on. I'm a bit worried about that. Obviously the big question is, if all this comes back normal or not normal and there's something seriously wrong, the method of treatment regardless is going to be a hysterectomy. So that's what I'm looking at, and I've made my peace with that. I'm accepting of that now, because the only benefit to not having a hysterectomy would be obviously to have a child in the future, but there's too many like cons that go with like basically keeping my own uterus and stuff, because I have that many issues with it, and it's just like a cycle effect, and it's every 3 weeks, and it's just, I can't cope. Like, honest to God, women, you will know what I'm talking about. Some women are so lucky that they don't have any bother with periods and cramps and things like that. Every month, every 3 weeks actually, because it's between like 23 and 26 days, that every 23, 26 days I get my period. And every time, because it's so bad, because I'm in pain, because it's so heavy, it knocks off my anemia, it makes me even more ill, and I have to look forward to that every single month. It's not fair. It's not fair, and I shouldn't have to live like that. I can't go out, I can't stay over at people's houses. I mean, it's really bad. It's really bad, and I've dealt with it for years now, and I've had everything. I've been told it was endometriosis, I was told it was PCOS, I've been told it was uterine fibroids, ovarian cysts. My uterus is back to front anyway, it's the wrong way around, and it has a dip in the top. It's called bilateral, and bless me, retrograde. So my uterus is back to front and it's got a dip in the middle. I can't actually give birth naturally anyway. Like both my kids, I had to have a cesarean. I can't give birth naturally. My body wasn't built to give birth. And the way it's looking is my body's not built to carry babies full term anymore. So I'm going to sneeze again. Oh, excuse me. Ow. But, so anyways, getting a hysterectomy at this point is the best option. And even, touch wood, if it came back, that my blood tests and stuff came back, or my internal stuff comes back, and I know nobody wants to say it, but it is a fear that it's going to be cancer. Do you know what? Even if it was cancer, they would still give me a hysterectomy anyway. They would take care of it. So that's basically, it's like, okay, I don't want to be told that, obviously, who does? And obviously it's a subject that's really sensitive for me anyway, as you will know, but it'll be fine. Like, I'm totally 100% positive that no matter what the results say or the outcome, it's going to be absolutely fine, and I'm going to deal with that. The having pain every month and basically bleeding out and feeling like I've been hit by a truck, I mean, I cannot stress how much it affects me. I can't stop sleeping. I have no appetite. I look. I mean, look. I know I look bad. Don't even comment and say, "Oh no, you look beautiful." Like, I know right now I look absolutely awful. So I've dealt with that for over 20 years. So give me a hysterectomy already. That's what I want now, basically. So that was that. Excuse me, I've got a runny nose now. So I'm feeling much better. I was gave medication and I've just to take it easy for a while. The problem's still there, it's not stopped, but I have been gave medication to control it, and the doctor was happy for me to come home as long as I had somebody to look after me, so I stayed at my mum and dad's last night. That was really good of them. My mum made me some tea and some food and it was really cool, so thanks to Mammy and Daddy Bear. So yep, the saddest thing about all this, the biggest thing that I was annoyed about, is that I announced last week on my first live that I was going to start doing a Feel Good Friday series. And I said I would go live on a Friday night at 7 PM UK time and talk about positive, happy, inspirational stories. And my first Feel Good Friday at 7 PM, I was sitting in hospital. Well, that turned out a bit not right. So I might go live tonight. If you're watching this on Saturday, the Saturday that's after Valentine's Day, because I can't remember what date it is. If you're watching this on Saturday after Valentine's Day 2018, then if you keep an eye out on my channel in about 3 hours, 7 PM tonight is what I'm trying to say. 7 PM tonight, UK time, I'll go live. I don't know if it will be a feel good vibe going on, but you're welcome to come and join me anyway. I'm gonna go, I'm talking rubbish again, but thank you everybody for your kind messages. I was honestly, it lifted my spirits, it made me feel positive and happy, and I was actually quite surprised at how many people reached out to me, family and friends, and even people that I don't really speak to that often. A lot of people reached out to me when they heard that I was in hospital, and it really touched my heart. Like, it made me feel really loved. I'm going to cry, I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to cry. So anyways, I'm going. Thank you. Thank you. I love you so much. And I hope to see you later. And if you've not already subscribed, do that, and like button and all that jazz.